Lord, I pray that everyone on the other side of this video receives this message in the way that you want them to. This message is to encourage individuals to be delivered of the spirit of offense. Many of you are seeking to know God better. Some of you go to church. Some of you are watching these videos on social media. Some of you are doing both. Some of you are going to Bible studies. There are many ways in which we encounter God, many ways in which we're seeking God and trying to learn about Him. Okay? Now, this message is to emphasize that no one on this earth is greater or less than the next person, including Jesus, which is why in John chapter 14 verse 12, Jesus says, I came so that you can do greater things than me. Right? Jesus also says in Luke, I don't remember the chapter or the verse, but if you find it, please put it in the comments. But he also says, why do you call me good? Only God alone is good. Actually, it's in my first video. I did reference it in my first video, so go check that out. But with all of that being said, whether you grew up in a specific denomination or another, whether you're watching me on social media or another person on social media, just know that it's possible someone may make a mistake, okay? Just like you have made mistakes. But that's why it's important to repent of the sins we've committed, those that we know and those that we don't know. It's not about being perfect, because it also says in the Bible that we will not experience the fullness of God's blessings until everybody that God has created has done their part. Okay? Now, unfortunately, some people pass away before they've done what God has ordained for them to do. But if you're watching this, if you're hearing this, your time is not up yet. Okay? Like Marette Brown Clark says in her song, it ain't over until who says it's over? God. Okay? So don't be so hard on leaders of the church. Remember, God has no favorites. So if there's something that you feel like someone has said incorrectly, respectfully correct them. Respectfully address them. So with that being said, if there is something that you guys see in any of these videos, whether it's mine or another person's, do it in a respectful manner. But just know as well that we are seeking God, because even in our imperfections, God makes it perfect. Okay? He will always turn what was meant for harm and turn it to good. Remember, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. So whether it's a comment, in case I said that incorrectly, it sounded like I said comment, anyways, don't try to bash anyone here on social media. You've got to understand it ain't easy. It ain't easy. Because I want to make sure everything I say is 110% perfect. But I know that even in these imperfections, God is encouraging someone on the other side to let them know that you ain't got to be perfect to do God's will. It ain't about being perfect. It's about following God, following His commandments, and living righteously. Okay? Obedience is far better than sacrifice. Okay? You might have sacrificed your car. You might have sacrificed your home. But if you're still out there committing adultery, if you're still out there killing, how is your sacrifice better than your disobedience? Obedience is better than sacrifice.